Hey, Roberta Perry, Point to Point Partners Press, author of The Power of Free Publicity, using Harrow, help a reporter out, to build relationships and get free press without a PR firm. It's available at my website as well as Amazon and Kindle. And basically, I wrote the book based on the fact that I started using the Help a Reporter Out service, and you can sign up at helpareporter.com. The out part is just part of the acronym. I started using them years ago. I sort of took a few writing courses online to hone my, writing, to actually make it better and sound less, I don't know, salesy, less busy, I guess, because they really want to write bite. That's what I call them. The sound bites from movies and radio shows and whatnot, and TV. But write bites is that they'll pick up your direct quote, something you wrote, and they'll incorporate it as part of their story, and then they will directly quote it back to you. So I started using the service, and I found that more and more I was getting picked up, the better I got at it, and the more I systemized it. So later on in this series, we will be talking about some of the systemizations, but the cool thing is that the service works. You just have to work it a little bit, and it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of time, but it's free, and so it's your investment into finding, writers that will mention what you do. So which brings me to my topic today. As far as, publicity is one of those really cool things that allows people to find you in a very non-salesy way. So I'm going to stress that again. I mentioned it before, and then I'll move on to the other aspects of it. But I just cannot emphasize how important it is to put yourself out there in that kind of way. Because it's so easy to become, oh, you have to try this. This is the reason why. Oh, you have to. And, product, service. People are bombarded. Years ago when advertising was much more simplified and there was a whole lot less, cable and internet and so on and so forth. There was a bunch of channels and that's all you saw, and magazines. And you maybe got hit, when I mean hit, meaning you saw an ad, hit 7 to 10 times maybe before you're like, wow, something that looks great. I think I'm going to buy it. On the flip side, now there's so much noise in the advertising place, in the workplace, in the online space, that you need to reach out to people like 20 to 25 times just for them to say, oh, right, I recognize that name, I recognize that brand. So that's a lot of noise, and that's a lot of money if you're spending it on advertising. So free publicity, again, free, how cool is that? Is writers, authors that are finding you because you've found them through sourcebottle.com or Help a Reporter Out, my favorite. And they're looking for the story. It's not just a pitch to some random, let me throw it out there and say, oh, I have this product, I have this service, I can speak to such and such. It's more of, okay, hey, I need this story, and I think your expertise, and again, I remind you of your expertise, can fit this bill. And so, again, they write about you, they quote you, they mention your product if it's in another type of publication, but more importantly is they link back to who you are behind your brand. So free publicity, I think, is the combination of advertising dollars and word of mouth. It is sort of the best of both worlds. And later on, we're going to sort of dive into, the how to use the service in the most efficient way. So again, any questions, put them down below. I would love to, hear what you have to say about this. If you've ever tried and felt like you weren't reaching out, or you wrote all these things and oh my gosh, no one picked it up, guess what? That's okay. It's all a learning experience, and you'll get it. It's just a matter of tightening it up a little bit and making sure that they hear every word you say. Roberta Perry, Point to Point Partners Press. The Power of Free Publicity, using Help a Reporter Out to build relationships and get press without a PR firm. It's available on Amazon and on Kindle and at thepoweroffreepublicity.com. Thanks for listening, you guys.